What is up, people? Welcome to another episode of The Refined Alchemist. Crazy times, crazy times. I'm not going to take the turpentine. This is the fourth time I've tried to make this video. And for whatever reason, it just doesn't happen. So, if I take the turpentine again, that'd be 4 times in like a couple hours. Not good. Prayer. Dear Father, Creator of all things, heaven and hell, good and evil, I come to you during these troubling times, trying times, ask you the same things I've always asked you for. Guidance and strength. Guidance and strength. You know, keep me strong and on the path. Ultimately, I can fail too. Right? And that creates its own fear and its own doubts in itself, because who wants to fail, right? Yeah. And give extra strength and guidance to those that need it most, those that are fresh or awake. Those that are fresh awake. They really need it. Amen. So obviously, I've already stated that I've been receiving messages. One of the people that I've talked to, a lot, they also received messages. At the time, we didn't know it, but our messages kind of meshed. See, I was told that I was supposed to travel and meet people right after I got done with the videos. Magic is power, or the definition, or the difference between meditation and magic part 2 was the end of the videos for the most part. Now I'm just realizing it might be the beginning. If you're just stumbling across these because of the way I title this one, go back and watch my videos in this order. If you're sick, remedies, obvious. Then, the difference between meditation and magic part 1. Okay, that is the most crucial video you'll ever watch again. Okay, go back and watch that. If you don't know what free will truly is, you need to watch that and study that. Just because you watch it and the words make sense doesn't mean it clicks. Okay? Doesn't mean you're utilizing it. Doesn't mean you fully understand what it means. Okay? It's like the movie The Matrix. Neo. You're Neo. Okay? If you're thinking anywhere close to the brainwaves that I'm thinking, you're Neo. One of my subscribers, which is another reason why I do these videos, because I don't have all the answers myself. No. And one of my answers is, why are some of us tapped? Some of us ain't. Why is there several species on the planet? You got the draconians, you got us, you got humans, right? So you got mankind, humans, you know, the reptilians, the Atlanteans, the mermaids. Those are the only ones you know about. Then you hear about Sasquatch and shit, but that's probably interdimensional. Nephilim. So she drew my attention, and she's a rebel. She drew my attention to Seraphim. Man, not a lot of reference to them. But again, I wonder why. Kind of like why the Book of Enoch was taken out of the Bible. Because it actually goes hand in hand and proves the Bible's validity, you know. So they've hidden all the supernatural aspects. But you knew when you were a kid that magic was real, you know. Or what you thought was magic. You know, because magic now as I grow up is not the same as magic when I was a kid. You know. My perceptions were a little bit off. You know, just because you couldn't understand something, you just labeled it with the first thing that made logical sense, right? Magic. Magic's a broad term. In realization, magic is summoning. You're fucking up. Meditation, manipulating aura, chi, chakra. That's not the same thing. Buddhist monks, Indians, they don't summon. I don't summon. Seraphim. I've said it a billion times. Car battery, man. Can't have one without the other, right? Nephilim, Seraphim, sons of the devil, sons of God. Jesus had powers. Noah had powers. Matrix, man. You're living in the fucking Matrix. The only reason why you don't have these powers is because of you. And the way you think. You've created your own boundaries, your own burdens, your own weights, your own box. Look around you. Box. Everywhere. Boxes. Rectangles. Boxes. Storage. Free will, man. Sacrifices. Letting go. Letting go of reality. And all the bullshit that they fucking told you. Enlightenment? Yeah. You're not going to get enlightenment until you master free will. Mastering free will is kind of like, you know, letting go of reality. You want to break it down Barney style? The simplest terms. Letting go of reality. And the restrictions and the bullshit that comes. You know? Because of your reality is why you can't fly. And I'm not talking about in a plane. I'm talking about Superman. Dun, 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 dun. Seraphim. You can fly. Well, can you? That's the question. That's the test. Can you? Now, I was told I was supposed to travel when I was done with the videos. I started my voyage. I spent a month out on the farm in New Jersey. I got a couple videos of some weird weather anomalies that was out there. Now, here's food for thought. Just because I stated in these videos, or better yet, just because I don't state it in these videos doesn't mean it's not floating around in my head. Doesn't mean I'm not saying it, I'm not seeing it. You know, I try to not get too carried away with the bullshit. Try to be humble. Be aware but non-consumed. That's the problem. You know, you can't be consumed. You can't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. Except for torture, and I've already stated that. That sucks. That's some bullshit. But ultimately, you're going home. Unless you fall. Unless you fail. And if you're watching these videos, and you know something's wrong, right? I think the scales tip a little bit different for you. You got it right. That's why you're still here. You got it right. They didn't get your soul. Good job. They didn't get your soul. See, you're not the sheeple. See, they're not really worried about the sheeple. Right? They've been prayed for. As long as they live up to that prayer, they're good. But you, you're the ones they're really after. You're the souls that really matter. They're the ones they really want. The ones that are closer to the free will. I stated that I was trying to make this video a couple times and failed. You know why they failed? Because I wasn't being me. I wasn't being me. This one, I'm being me. Now, I had expectations of what going out to the farm was going to mean. I thought I was going to achieve enlightenment out there. I was going to be able to fly. Right? Let go. Truly let go. Instead, I learned more lessons in being humble and humility. Yep. And my good nature basically got me slapped in the face with yet again another lesson of reality. You can't change people. You can't change free will. And that's what I tried to do. I tried to get somebody else to see a different point of view. And they were so hell-bent on their own misery and sorrow that their own world came crashing down. And they got evicted. Now, during that process, I tried to help, be the best person that I could be humble, and tried to be there in any way that I could be. Financially, I've given over money. I've given over my time, my soul, putting in 18-hour days, being a puppeteer, literally doing what I was told when I was supposed to do it, how, blah, blah, blah. What kind of shit is that? And then you turn around and smack me. You start talking to me like a piece of shit. Like I owe you something. No, motherfucker. I don't owe you shit. And just as I stated, you almost got knocked the fuck out. Now, I'm a humbling guy. I wasn't always that way. Okay? So the sheer fact that I actually told you that you're about to get knocked the fuck out instead of just knocking you the fuck out, again, that's a testament of my good nature, my goodwill. Okay? Because you had 3 strikes. And I told you all 3 times. You know mutual people and you know who I'm talking about. They would have told you. Yeah, that dude hits like a Mack truck. little stocky, cocky, little motherfucker that he is, he hits hard. Yeah. So, I thought I was going to go learn to fly. Instead, I learned other lessons. In Seraphim. And it's funny, too, because somebody made a prediction. And so far, her predictions are coming fucking true. Trust. If you're like me, trust is a hard thing. You have a real hard time trusting people. I wonder why. People suck. Wow. Guess what? You ain't got a choice. They did that for a reason. They don't want you to trust people. But you have strength in numbers. And that's the bottom line. You can only do so much as one person. It's also the bottom line. And I keep getting questions. What do we do? What do we do? My answer's still the same. Get right with God. Master free will. And all that that means. Utilize it. Learn to fly. Astral project. Enlightenment. Chi, aura, chakra. Stay away from summoning. Demonology and bullshit. Be aware, but non-consumed. Humble. Don't judge. It's not your job to judge. Not yet. But if you are a seraphim, if I am a seraphim, yeah. Actually, it will be our job to judge. That's by definition the job of a seraphim. God's judgment. Which is why you're being poisoned. Which is why you have shit like Morgellons and chemtrails. They're trying to stop our prayers from going up with shit with like solar shield. Giving us false idols, TV, millionaires. They're not even trying to hide shit much anymore. You got crazy movies coming out, exorcisms, demonology, freaking AI. So we have a couple options. Me personally, I was told I'm going to stage 3. Table by the throne. If you know something's wrong with the world, you've already got a seat also. So to us to claim it now. That's our test. Faith? Faith's not the answer. Free will? That's the answer. Knowing? That's the answer. Knowing none of this matters? That's the answer. Knowing none of this is real? That's the answer. Knowing you can fly? That's the answer. Knowing. Knowing God. That's the answer. Listening. Listening. Sometimes the longer you wait for the answer, it just validates it more. One of my answers took friggin' 20 years 20 years to come to light. 20 years. Years. People are getting sick. Shouldn't be getting sick. Our elders all got freaking Alzheimer's, dementia. Our youngs got all autism and freaking other brain shits. Again, if I'm telling you how to cure, whatever, some of that shit, and you don't even do the research, you're consenting. If you have kids that have mental disorders and shit, and you're just pumping them full of medication without doing research and home remedies that will probably be more beneficial than the bullshit the white coats are giving them, you're consenting. And that's even worse. You're consenting for them fucking up your kids now. Okay, your kids got things like, autism and shit. You should really do some research and shit like fucking colloidal copper and salt. And iodine. Break some of that metal down. Copper helps, repair some of that shit. I already stated that. We stated where to get even more information. Crazy times are upon us, man. Being out at that farm for the month that I have, experiencing what I've experienced, yeah. I'm convinced now more than ever. Yeah, that time is fastly approaching. Fastly approaching. And the person that made the predictions, she said that 7 people will receive messages to clean the blood, clean the soul, and make contact. Guess what? 5 of them have already. That's not where it ends, though. Seraphim. There's many of us. Many. I'm going to link a music video in the links on this. Lila June. Listen to that whole music video. Please. Powerful. Watch my videos in order to get the bigger picture. Alright, you want the whole picture? So, difference between meditation and magic, part 1. Astral projection. Then you want to watch the basics to why all this shit's going on. From there, difference between meditation and magic, part 2. Okay? You watch those in that order, you'll see the big picture. It probably won't be until you're done watching all of it that you'll see the big picture, but you'll see the big picture, and that's the point of this video, so you can see the big picture, because my one video that's titled The Warning has got the most views, and I think that's because of the title. That's not the most important. The most important is the difference between meditation and magic, part 1. You need to start sharing that video. That is what's going to wake people up the most. That's what we need to do. You guys keep asking me, what do we do, bro? What do we do? What do we do? Wake people up. Pass the knowledge on. Free will. That video. The difference between meditation and magic, you need to share the shit out of that. You want to know what to do? That's what you got to do. Then you got to study that video. You got to make it click. Okay? And just because the words make sense doesn't mean it clicks. It's not until you start seeing things from a different perspective that it's truly starting to click. Okay? Sicknesses and shit like that, they start going away. Mind over matter. Boundaries start disappearing. Meditation makes you stronger. Knowing, talking, makes you stronger. Now, we have a purpose. What's your purpose? You're gonna stand here and watch this shit? You gonna stand here and watch this shit? I was told to travel and meet people. That's what I'm gonna do. You ask me what you guys should be doing? The same. Enjoying life. Enjoying life's beauty. Fuck TV. Fuck the bullshit. Like-minded people. Experiences. That's all life is experiences. Enjoying people. And it sucks because a lot of the people that I care about are sick in some fucking way, and it's really starting to piss me off. Because they're sick because of other people, not because of shit that they did themselves, which... What should you be doing? Sharing that video, studying that video. I watch that video sometimes myself. Just because the words come out of my mouth doesn't mean I don't struggle with this shit too. Free will's a big mindfuck. It's a lot to get a grasp of. Yeah, I'm a master of it, like I said, but that means that's just because I'm aware of what it is and what it truly means. Doesn't mean I'll let go yet. I'd be flying. Again, I thought that was what the point of the farm was. No. No, 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 no. Some paths are not meant to be walking alone. Again, if you think I'm missing something, hit me up. If you're afraid, I don't know what to tell you. But if you're watching these videos, they already know about you. Free will, man. Free will. It's time to fly. Again, I'm going to post a music video in the link, if it lets me. Watch the music video. Powerful. The farm that I was at, that woman that I'm going to post the video, she built a hut over there, a sweat lodge. She's Indian. She built like a little sweat hut thing on that farm. Powerful. It's time to fly, people. It's time to fly. I'm going to cut this on the 30-minute mark. 29 now. Again, get right with God. Don't judge. Be humble. Be content. Be aware. Free will's a bitch and we are all slaves to it. Whether you accept that or not, that's the truth. We are living in the Matrix and you are Neo. If you know, you are Neo. You're not going to the garden. You're either going to the kingdom, you're going to the table, or you're failing. And if you fail this time, you're just not going to exist. There's no more hells, no more nothing. You're just done. You might go to hell until judgment actually comes. Which, who knows when that actually is. You know, that could be 20, 30 more years down the road. I believe this is the beginning right now. This is the beginning of the end. Yep. You know what makes me think that? People that normally wouldn't come out the woodwork and say some off-the-wall shit has been coming out the woodwork and saying some off-the-wall shit. For example, one of the most unlikely of unlikely people hit me up and told me that they're starting to see what I've referenced already in other videos as the shadow people. It says he sees them out the corner of his eye, never directly head on. And I'm like, well, do they make noise behind you and shit like that? He's like, yeah, how'd you know that? I'm like, alright, well, what they're trying to do is feed off your fear. Alright, they know coming at you directly, your free will's too strong. It's not going to affect you. You're just going to shrug it off and keep it moving. So now they're trying to freaking do shit just out of sight or just behind you to get your heart to skip. Because that's ultimately what they're trying to do, is feed off your fear. So they're trying to intimidate you. So now they're going to do shit and make you hear shit without actually seeing anything. You know, it's the next level of progression, basically. As soon as I said that to him, he's like, kind of hits me back. He's like, yo, that makes a lot of sense. And that's pretty much what they're trying to do. Now, just the fact that this guy even admitted this shit, right there. That's more validation for me personally, alright? Because this person, one of the most highly skeptical persons out there, you know. He's like me, you know. You gotta know, or at least research and have some validity in what you're saying. You're not just gonna, you know, have faith in bullshit. Anyway. Again, don't judge. Be humble. Be content. Be aware. Master free will. Claim your spot. Claim your spot. Watch those videos. Study those videos until they click. Man, you're on the test of tests, man. Are you gonna pass? Are you gonna claim what's obviously already yours? Huh? Well, you're gonna make a sacrifice. You're gonna give that up for family or something. You're gonna sacrifice that spot. Because if you don't master free will, yeah, that's ultimately what you're doing. You're forfeiting that spot. So that would be ultimately how I would fail. If I don't fully let go of reality and the bullshit, yeah, I too probably will fail. Because I know what free will is. I've stated it in many a video. Now I just gotta let go. And fly. Like Superman fly. Am I the first to fly? Seems that way. Seems that way. Seems that way. But here's the other thing. Once I do, because I believe I truly can. Once I do, it's going to be like a domino effect. Blah, 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 blah. People are going to be flying all over the fucking place. While I was down on the farm, I met a lot of freaking powerful people. A lot of tapped people. A lot of tapped people. They truly don't know what that means. And the first time somebody shows them what that truly means, everything the evil has tried to accomplish will fail. And I think that's why they're trying so hard to do the bullshit that they're doing. They're trying to prevent that from happening. They're trying to prevent us from waking up. And we're still waking up. Superstitions and, you know, the mystical side of bullshit is starting to come back into freaking play. They tried to dumb us down and not let us believe in the, the supernatural. Why? Because that's where the power is, in the supernatural. Thinking outside the box, where laws of reality don't apply. You think you're gonna fucking fly if you listen to the laws of this reality? No, you got stupid fucking shit like gravity that doesn't exist. But you believe in it. That holds you to the ground. And yeah, it does. It's a burden. It's a weight. And so it holds you to the ground. You can't fly until you let go of stupid fucking concepts and theories that have never been proven. Where buoyancy will actually be more of an answer than gravity ever. And if you think along the lines of buoyancy, then yeah, you can fly. If you could change your center of gravity, why couldn't you be lighter than air? Free will, man. Knowing. Perspective. Points of view. Neo, the Matrix. Man, that dude died. And then fucking had, like, amazing powers. He stopped bullets. He didn't have to dodge them bitches. Just stop. And then what? Then he could create his own reality. Guess what? When I was dreaming, I already stated, yeah, I could create my own realities. But then you have movies out there like, Vanilla Sky that tell you can't do that. You actually create your own hell because you don't know how to create in a utopia. So instead you do the exact opposite. You create a hell, misery, suffering, turmoil. Which is true. A lot of your dreams are what? Kind of nightmarish, right? One way or another. You're in a maze, being chased, blah, blah, blah. I said I was going to cut it on the 30. Here we go on the 40. And here we go fucking saying I'm going to cut it for like 20 million times. Nah, it ain't happening. Don't judge. Get right. Master free will. Clean the body. Clean the blood. Apple cider vinegar is a must. Iodine is a must. Distilled water is a must. Clean the brain. Alright. I think I'm pretty happy with this video. Again, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be doing this shit. And I will be making more, so subscribing actually will be beneficial. Because I will be traveling around meeting people from this day forward. So I will be posting many videos. I still have the video of the rake that I'm going to be posting. And again, what should you do? Share the hell out of the definition or the difference between meditation and magic video off my channel. And study that one yourself. That's what you should do. Until that one fully clicks. You fully understand and you start seeing things differently. Okay? You're on a test. It's up to you whether you pass or not. Alright, man. Peace. I'm out. Bitches. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, I'm out.